Welcome everyone to the Police and Fire Commission meeting on October 27th, 2022. And we've got folks both remote and they're in the Genie Ceiling Room at City Hall. First order on the agenda is call to order. Second item is Pledge of Allegiance, and Chief Morales has a flag displayed. So if we could all rise, and there's one in the room as well, and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thanks everyone. Third item on the agenda is an approval of the minutes from our October 19th, 2022 PFC meeting. Any thoughts or discussion on those? All right, any motions?
Approve the meeting minutes from October 19th, 2022.
I'll second.
Okay. Any other discussion? All right, all those in favor of approving the minutes as proposed from the October 19th meeting, raise your hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. All right. Agenda item number 4, public appearances for non-agenda items. I don't see anyone there or online. So I think we can move past that agenda item to agenda item number 5, report from the police department. And first item is a closed session. Does anyone want to take us into closed session?
Okay, I'll do it. I have it up here to read. Pursuant to section 19.851C Wisconsin statute, the commission will move into closed session for the purpose of considering employment, promotion, compensation, performance evaluation of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, more specifically to make hiring recommendations for police officer and to notice the commission on a resignation of one police officer.
Right. I'll second the motion to go into closed session. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor, raise your hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. All right, we can move into closed session for item 5A. We are back out of closed session and moving into item 5B of the agenda. Any motions or action to be taken on items discussed in closed session?
I would like to make a motion to approve the 5 potential candidates that Chief Morales has brought to the table.
Okay, any second?
Second.
All right, any discussion? Okay, so all those in favor of a recommendation for Chief to make conditional offers to those 5 individuals, raise your hand and say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right. Sounds good. Chief, anything else from the report from the police department?
Well, that's all I have. I really appreciate you all taking time out of your day, your busy days to do this. Appreciate it big time.
No, we know the recruitment and hiring process is quick hitting with the current state of the economy. So as needed, certainly let us know and we can make room and time to get the approvals both for fire and police. All right, why don't we move to item number 6 then, report from the fire department, and we have 6A as a closed session. I'll move that pursuant to section 1985 sub 1 sub C, the commission move into closed session for the purpose of considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, more specifically, to make a hiring recommendation for firefighter lieutenant.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor, raise your hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Okay, we are exiting from closed session and agenda item 6A. So we'll move to any action based on the items discussed in closed session.
I'd like to make a motion. That we approve the fire chief's recommendation for the next lieutenant for the city of Fitchburg Fire Department.
I will second. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor, raise your hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, congratulations. And Chief, I think you're going to make the calls this evening.
I'll make the calls and then we'll work with HR to establish the effective date.
Sounds good. All right, the next agenda item is item number 7, announcements. Any announcements?
I have one for Commissioner Amble. I did receive your email, but just before I was on my way to PFC here, so I will be able to get that information for you.
That's okay, thank you. And just to let everybody know, I just wanted his hours. I watched the video or the PFC meeting from last month, and the 300 hours of overtime, I think especially with this November 1st meeting coming up, to know the amount of dollars that is spent on 300 hours of overtime and to know how many dollars is spent on an annual overtime. And I think that's important for us to spread that information if when we are considering hiring full-time positions and where our finances are going. So thank you for addressing that. And yeah, it's keep me posted. I think sending it to all the commissioners so they're aware too, just so we can look at those overtime hours as it's money.
Yeah, absolutely.
And exhaustion and wellness of our employees too. So thank you.
The only other announcement I wanted to make was a big thank you to Fact TV for getting this on the calendar for us. I know that we have court, I believe, going on in the council chamber. So Fact TV, thank you so much for being able to air this in this meeting.
Yes,
Chad's waving.
Yes, he's acknowledging. Thumbs up. Thank you, Chad.
All right, any other announcements? Okay, and then any move to item number 8 on the agenda. Any motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor, raise your hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. All right, we are adjourned. Good night, everyone.
Nice.
Right.